Okay, I drew this and then I thought, well, I don't think y'all can see it, so I'm going to do it in a darker pencil. Okay. So I just using the edge of my ruler. And then I'm going to come down here. And you should start with the I started down here, but start with your roof. And that will help you. Oops. Okay. And then we come over here. And come over here. And I'm lining my ruler up with the edge of the paper. And I'm moving over a little bit. And I'm going to mark right here because I want to stop right there. This ruler's pretty chunky, so I made this. Pencil. Okay. This line goes away. So we have this, and I'm going to bring this over here. It's hard because this is so just you think you have it where you want it, but that pencil is so chubby. Okay, so this goes to here. This stops here. Boy, I should have just left it alone. Alright. Okay, all of these right there. And then this goes all the way here. They're connected. There, it's the bird perch. And I really want this here, right there, with that line. There. That doesn't look right. Oh. I don't like drawing on camera. Okay. There we go. Okay. And maybe we don't need to put any lines there, actually. Alright, are y'all totally confused? Okay, so what we're doing, I have to erase this a little bit here. We're putting our bird, and he is scrunched down. He's looking at something though. So an oval. And then this beautiful tail. He is a pretty good sized bird. And then you're gonna fill these in, okay? You can make them fluffier actually. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this line. And this is a sterling jay and sterling blue jay, and they have a cap much like a cardinal. And they have a little white, nothing right here. They have a bit of white. In Colorado, I was reading about them in different regions. These are little stripes for different colors. And then there's his eye. Okay. And he's probably, let me see. Yeah, okay. So right here, some white. Here's white and then white underneath. Okay. So we have this white. And we have this white. And this white. Right where all that is. Right where his head is. Okay. So I'm just going to mark that and try to keep it. I don't know if I'll be able to. And then here we have a bird, but they're both, I know they're looking at something, but that would lead your eye off the paper. So I'm going to turn it around and just for, okay, like she's getting ready to land. And the lady birds, the female birds, are a little bit more, they're smaller and they're a little more gray. So I actually want to put her over here because I want her to be flying in. I think that would be more dramatic. And I'll darken these lines. I just have to get them. So when I sketch, this is what I do when I'm sketching out. There we go. And her head. And they have a little bit of a hat. And we're going to come down and bring her tail because she's landing. She's got her landing gear on. Okay. Oh dang, she's too low. Okay. I'm going to stretch her legs out more. Okay. Alright. Let's get it going. Okay, so now that I have that drawn out, I am going to, this is way too dark to, you always want to, even up here, just erase a little bit. You can roll it if you want. And all of this business. Okay. There we are. Pass. The other decision that we get to make is, what are we going to do back here? So, you know, there's a river. Here's another little, actually, it's a little stand that you can go and have a little picnic on by the river. This is copper proof. It's the same as that. We're not putting this in. Okay. But I do like, so here's your choices. You can put in, there's some grasses. We're not doing the fence. But you can put some grasses. No, you can't put grasses because your pool is right here. So we're going to put our horizon line though. Okay. Right in here. And we might want to put a little bit of the river in there and put this big tree. We'll put a big tree here and coming down. And then we can put some trees up in here. And that'll be, you know, that'll show the river. Okay. That's what I plan to do. I'm going to paint my bird. I'm going to paint this first. I'm going to put a first wash, and then I'm going to do my background. Okay. And my good brushes are in the car. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to start with some burnt sienna. And I didn't put this here. I'm bringing this, I didn't really, here we go. I know I'm doing this outside the line because I want it to show that the side of this house. Okay. There we go. Alright. And then, not over here though. This, we're just doing the edge. Okay. And this is too long. Alright. Yippee. Oh, actually, it'd be better to bring this all down to match it. Okay. That would help us out in here. And then we're just putting on our paint. And you can get this wet. I'm not trying to be neat, I'm just trying to little dry brush in here. And it'll be darker right in here because the light will be hitting this part. So we'll come right there. Being careful not to get, and it'll be darker right in there. Okay, so that's a good first pass. I am going to use this kind of an orangey up here for the copper.